Back to position previews here on GoSycamores.com, and we will be giving the big fellas some love up front. First with Mark Smith's crew on the defensive line, one that's making that transition from the 3-4 defense last year to the 4-3.
They've done a great job working very hard. You know, they're a group of kids, obviously have changed from a 3-4 to a 4-3, and I think it's exciting for them. And I've been real happy with their work ethic and their commitment, and they seem to be pulling together as a group pretty good.
You know, obviously it's an aggressive up the field, downhill at backer, aggressive downhill at safety, pressing, you know. So I think with those guys, the thing that we had to get them to understand, and we told it to them all the time, we said, listen, play the run on the way to the quarterback. Play the run on the way to the quarterback. Get your hand down, get your butt up, and let's go. And then from there, you were able to fine-tune some things.
Coach Mallory preaches two main messages: running the football and stopping the run. Last year, Indiana State allowed just under 200 yards per game on the ground, which was the second worst in the Missouri Valley Conference. In order to change that, Coach Mallory knows where it starts.
It's up front. And, you know, we've got some guys back, Norvell being one. And, you know, how strong you're going to be is how good you are in the middle of your defense. And the other young man that's really showed promise, and we got him this past year, is Rex Mosley. Really encouraged by the way he's come on. And then we've got a young man who joined our program by the name of Evan Gill. Evan's, his motor never stops. He plays hard. And then we got Anoki. Anoki has done a great job. Another guy plays nonstop. So I feel like we got four guys that have really done a good job. And then you got Yoda. Yoda's come off an injury, and he's coming along, and we know with his experience he'll be right in the mix.
Evan Gill was one of the names Coach Mallory mentioned. Gill loves how this defensive line fits in with the 4-3 scheme. But most of all, he's just thankful for this opportunity to play as a Sycamore.
Me coming in here my senior year after St. Joe closed, these guys, they'll welcome me with open arms, and I can't be more thankful for that. Coach Mallory definitely brings a different kind of energy that I've never seen before, and it's just great to see that. I can't thank him enough for this opportunity to come as my senior year to play at a Division I level and have an opportunity to meet new guys and get out here and play at that high level.
A new face in Evan Gill to a familiar one in Kenyatta Rollins. Coach Mallory brought up how Yoda starting to get back in physical shape. Yoda is just wanting to make the most out of his final year in a Sycamore uniform.
It's the last year for me playing football. I want to bring out all the seniors out in the right way and go out with a ring on our finger, like Coach said, graduate with a ring.
The main plug up the middle will be Norvell McGlawn. And despite all the differences from the 3-4 to the 4-3, the X's and O's talk, it simply comes down to team chemistry and why he thinks this defense has such high potential.
I think being here for 3 years, we definitely got closer as a group. As a unit, we feel more chemistry for sure. When we're out there on the field, you know, we get along better. So I feel like that'll when it gets down and dirty, it'll be a grind, but we'll be able to look at each other and, like, you know, it's time to go.
For Inoke Mwala, he will be on the field this fall, something he didn't get to do a ton last year. But the reason he has such high confidence in himself is due to the coaching staff that surrounds him.
I mean, I feel like the bond that we have between the D-line and the trust that I have with my coach and his ability to be able to coach me. I didn't really play a lot last year, especially at a new position. And I feel like that's why I'll be more prepared than anything because of the coaching. He's a clown. He's funny. He'll always get on you, but it's all love. And he's a great guy, and he knows how to cooperate with each and every one of our personalities.
Going to use a Coach Mallory phrase here. When the bullets start to fly on August 31st, how will teams, or more importantly, how will Sycamore fans see this defensive line and describe them? The coaches have an idea.
You want them to turn the film on and say, wow, watch how hard those guys play. You know, and that's why it's going to be key for us to keep fresh guys in there at the defensive line and rotate players. And but, you know, I think as a whole, any defense always wants to be known as, wow, watch how hard those guys play.
Personal pride in drawing a line in the sand that teams are not going to run the ball. And that's always going to be number one for us. It's going to be stop the run, affect the quarterback, and that all starts up front.
Tomorrow we preview the big boys up front on the offensive side, along with those tight ends. Until tomorrow, you know where to stay for the latest on Sycamore football. That's right here on GoSycamores.com. Reporting from Memorial Stadium, I'm Luke Martin.